that the president would make a statement to the nation, indeed to the world, at 10:30 p.m. Eastern. It's now 10:36 p.m. Eastern. I've been told a little while ago this statement will probably slip till around 10:28. It will be a statement involving national security, not domestic matters, not that important that the President of the United States on a Sunday evening, late Sunday evening here on the East Coast of the United States, that will be very important, and I assume we'll be digesting it.
And you said you got word for everyone to come back and get to work because there's going to be a major announcement.
Maybe you're right, maybe it is an alien.
All kinds of people would think, people have been speculating about this, you might draw some conclusion to the airstrikes yesterday in Libya that killed Muammar Gaddafi's son and his 3 grandchildren, but we can't speculate about that now, can we?
Now is slipping a little bit further. The statement is going to be made closer to 10.
That because of this, because of the importance of what the president is going to announce, that they want to have everything in order.
Don, CNN is told by several sources now that the President of the United States will announce in just moments that the United States has the body of Osama bin Laden, that Osama bin Laden has been killed, that the United States is convinced that it has the body of Osama bin Laden, the mastermind of 9/11, the architect of Al-Qaeda. And we don't know the details, we don't know how this came about, but we are told now by several sources, administration sources and congressional sources, that the administration is now telling senior members of Congress and telling others...
That's not the breaking news, is it?
It now has,
that's pretty big news.
It now has the body of Osama bin Laden. He has been killed. We don't know the details of how that happened, but that is the dramatic announcement the President will make. And Don, just think of the United States government is now convinced that it has the body of Osama bin Laden.
Specifics from the President probably in the next 5 or 10 minutes or so, maybe within 5 minutes, we'll hear directly from that hard work finally has happened. Bin Laden is one of those moments that everyone will always remember where they were when they heard that bin Laden...
The United States has now confirmed the death of Osama bin Laden. What does that mean? Does that mean Al-Qaeda disappears? Of course it does not. Al-Qaeda has become a very different, a very splintered, a very fractured organization. You can find pieces of it in Yemen, pieces of it in Somalia, pieces of it still in Afghanistan and in Pakistan, pieces of it around the world.
10:50, the latest information I was getting from my sources is it would probably slip till around 10:50, but it's obviously slipping a little bit further.
It was nearly 10 years ago that a bright September day was darkened by the worst attack on the American people in planes cutting through a cloudless September sky, the Twin Towers collapsing to the ground, black smoke billowing up from the Pentagon, the wreckage of Flight 93 in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. Nearly 3,000 citizens taken from us, leaving a gaping hole in our hearts. So we went to war against Al-Qaeda to protect our citizens, our friends, and our allies. On the globe, we worked with our friends and allies to capture or kill scores of Al-Qaeda terrorists, including several who were a part of the 9/11 plot. Yet, Osama bin Laden avoided capture. After taking office, I directed Leon Panetta, the director of the CIA, to make the killing or capture of bin Laden the top priority of our war against Al-Qaeda. We located bin Laden hiding within a compound deep inside Pakistan. And finally, last week, I determined that we had enough intelligence to take action and authorized an operation to get Osama bin Laden and bring him to justice. Bin Laden has been Al-Qaeda's leader and symbol and has continued to plot attacks against our country and our friends and allies. The death of bin Laden marks the most significant achievement to date in our nation's effort to defeat Al-Qaeda. To note that our counterterrorism cooperation with Pakistan helped lead us to bin Laden. People did not choose this fight. It came to our shores and started with the senseless slaughter of our citizens.